News, Abuja.
And to the nation's capital, the ECOWAS Center for Renewable Energy and Energy Efficiency, in collaboration with the Ministry of Power, have raised concern about the huge pressure on the electricity grid. They are also advocating the adoption of a circular economy where nothing goes to waste. Senior reporter Habida Lawal has the details.
The lack of access to sustainable energy that is renewable, accessible and affordable, especially to the most vulnerable population, is one of the biggest global challenges. Access to energy has the potential to unlock socio-economic development by powering social services and scaling up the uptake of renewable energy for productive users. As a regional bloc, the economic community of West African states, access to electricity rate is only 55%. Hence, the apparent energy deficit seriously impedes any tangible and sustainable socio-economic growth. This gathering hopes to change this narrative through propagating a circular economy where nothing goes to waste,
so that people in the agricultural sector and different value chain can use agriculture to add value to their product, preserve their product, because 30% of post-harvest loss is because there is no storage facility, no cooling facility. So therefore it inhibits growth of that very agricultural sector and the different value chains.
They believe there is need to close the energy gap both locally and regionally for a long-lasting systemic socio-economic growth in key economic sectors, especially agriculture, which employs a great majority of the people and contributes significantly to the GDP.
So essentially, when we look at rice, for example, in terms of rice milling, rice polishing, destoning, it's a lot of energy that is consumed in that process. And how do we upscale in terms of our yield if the cost of energy is one critical issue that has to be tackled. So rice for us is number one on our list.
About 30% of all the crops don't arrive at the destination on time. So it means it's a loss of food of 30%. That means that if you're going to invest in energy facilities, for example, by investing in cold rooms, storage capacity, and so on, then we can also link demand much more to supply, and as such, that we can improve that further.
It was also acknowledged that the effect of climate change and lack of access to energy has the propensity to shrink the performance of the gross domestic product of countries in Africa by 30% in 2050. Circular economy presents a great potential for emissions reduction while creating new opportunities for the energy industry. Habida Lawal, TVC News, Abuja.
You're watching TVC News.